Well, Robbie, you've played in 3 of these derbies now, but this is a very different lineup with City. Can we pay any attention to what happened last year, or is it a different game completely now?
In general, every game is a different game. Of course, a lot of things changed inside the club, but it's still a derby, and it's going to be intense. I heard it's going to be a full stadium, so that's good for the game. I think, yeah, for us, it's important to get 3 points in. Again, same as last year, we draw the first 2 games. So for us, it's important to win this game, but I think it's the same for victory.
From a club's perspective, is this an opportunity for you guys to make a real statement?
We tried at every game. We tried at the first 2 games. I think we played okay. We had the chances to win, but we didn't do it. And this weekend is another chance to show the people what we can do.
Yeah. Was last year's 4-0 win the best result you've been involved in as a City or a Heart player?
As a result, maybe, yeah. But I think if you look back at that game, I think we started very poor, but we didn't concede a goal, and we scored the first goal and had a lucky second goal. But I think that result was not really fair, and I think maybe in the first game we deserved a better result than that game. So.
Same old problems this season, Rob. A lot of possession, but no penetration.
Yeah, I think we play okay. We create a lot of chances, maybe not really clear chances, but we're mostly on the half of the opponent, and that's, I think, a good thing. Yeah, still we have to work on the final third, and also we have to still work on some other things. Still we have to defend better. But I think we play our own game this year, and instead of looking at our opponent, we always play the same way, and we try to really dominate ball possession. And I think we did okay the first 2 games.
Do you take confidence from those first 2 games, or are you left scratching your head a little bit because the performance looked good, but you couldn't still get the wins?
If you win a game, if you lose a game, we always look back on the games, and we look at the positives and we look at the negatives. If we win 6-0, we still look at the negatives and try to get better. And if we lose, we do the same thing. So, on that perspective, nothing changes. We always look at the positives and the negatives and try to get better.
Very experienced player, Rob. You've been around. How do you see the differences in this setup this season with last season when you first came here?
Yeah, I think we don't look too much at the opponent. We play our own game. And I think that's the big difference between this year and last year. And yeah, I think that's the big difference. Of course, we have some big names coming in, but it's a team sport, and now we only look at ourselves. And of course, we look at the strengths from our opponents, but we always play our own game, and I think that's the big difference.
Is the situation with David Villa not knowing which games he'll play in advance, how long he'll be here, does it unsettle the playing group, or
No.
are you pretty comfortable?
Yeah, pretty comfortable. We know he's not going to be with us the whole season, but we just enjoy him being around as long as possible. And yeah, no, that's not an issue in the playing group, not at all.
How's it been playing with him, Rob? I mean, you've played with and against some very good players in the Eredivisie.
Yeah.
In your time, how's it been for you playing with a player of his stature and calibre?
Yeah, he's just a normal guy. He just fits in with the team. He wants to work hard, but of course you see the touches on the ball. He's very direct. Yeah, and he brings some spectators to the stadium. I hope they will stick around if he leaves, but. Yeah, he is just a really good player and also a really good guy.
How was it playing in front of 15,000? You don't normally get those sort of crowds.
Yeah.
Probably 3 times what you were getting from most of your home games apart from victory. Is it inspirational?
Yeah, I think especially the last game, it was inspirational because we came behind, and I think the spectators really act like a 12th man and helped us back into the game. So that's, yeah, they can be really important, and what I said, I hope they will stick around.
Your second season in the A-League now, do you feel more comfortable with the style of football here, with the way the game's played, the travel, the demands of I think a league that's a bit different to what you're used to?
Yeah, it is. Last year I was mostly injured the whole pre-season, just fit for the first game for the Derby. This season I haven't missed a training session, but that's also a big difference. Of course you have to get used to the traveling, but that's what I said, it's always just in your head how you deal with that. Yeah, I'm settling in, my family's settled in. Happy to be here and happy to stay here. Yeah.
You say that you focus on your own game much more this season rather than worry about the opposition, but tactically you must have had a look at Melbourne Victory. They changed a bit, quite a few different players. Have you been impressed with what you've seen of them this season?
Yeah, especially the first game. Yeah, they have a really good squad, especially in the front. A lot of movement, a lot of creativity. Of course, we look at the opponents and we look at footage from the opponent every game. That's not going to change. That was the same as last year, but yeah, we try to play our own game, and of course we look at the strength from the opponent.